No. Am I under arrest? No. Do you have powers of arrest? No. I'm not.
Yes, yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay, what are you arresting me for?
Okay.
Under what?
Under arresting you.
Well then I don't have to go anywhere with you, do I?
Well, you do, because we also work on
then I'm under
CGIA
arrest,
2008, which is powers of removal for NHS security.
Remove me, do what you want.
Well, you are going anyway.
Right.
You are leaving.
Why?
Your
invitation. Because I've got an infection and because I've complained about this woman being aggressive to me.
To do with that at all. It's more to do with the way you've spoken to people.
Well, you come, what are you, 24 stone, you come right into my face talking about the way I've spoken to someone. You're not judge and jury about what occurred in private with that lady.
Don't you think it's funny? We've got a whole host of people here who are getting treated and they don't not acting like you. So
maybe
they're being treated,
but I don't know.
Anyway,
I can't speak for
Mr.
them.
Gray,
I can't speak for them. No, it's not. It's not over. It's not over. I've already got. I mean, I've got an infection here. Yes, sir. Because you don't actually have to get into my face.
I'm not into your face. I'm talking to you.
You don't have to be within such a close distance to me.
They are not going to treat you here tonight, all right?
I'm going to get treatment,
no.
or
well, you're going to have to go to another
be
place.
Arrested. No, I'm going to get treated like any other British UK citizen.
Right.
Yes,
then
well then you'll have to torture me or kidnap me or something along those lines.
You have to go to a different facility, okay?
Where am I going to go? No, I have basic rights. My grandparents, my parents, my great-grandparents have fought for the rights which everybody in this country enjoys. NHS is for everybody, not just the elite few, not just for the taxpayers, not just for somebody vaguely resembling wearing a uniform.
Sir,
no, I'm not going anywhere with you.
Have a look at that sign. What does it say?
I don't need you to read that.
Zero tolerance for abuse.
I have not been abused. Tell me about my abuse.
They have claimed
Tell
you've
the
been
judge and jury
abusive
about my abuse. What is my abuse? Somebody in a uniform has asked you to take care of Gray.
Mr. Gray.
That's what you call abuse, is it? That's what you call a fair trial and a hearing, is it?
Right.
Tell me about the abuse. You've now accused me in front of all these people. You've libeled me. Tell me about the abuse.
You've been aggressive and abusive towards them.
Tell me about the aggression. Aggression isn't an adjective. It's not a thing in and of itself. You can do something good.
So they are refusing to treat you here on these premises tonight.
Well, I'm staying on these premises and I'm trying to enforce my rights.
Causing a nuisance disturbance on
How
NHS
have I
premises
caused a nuisance to come here to
Section 120 gives us the power to remove.
You blathering
so I'm asking you nicely to leave the premises,
You blathering nonsense in my face.
Asking you nicely to leave. Right.
Are you going to break my arms as well?
Sorry about this.
I'm using Section 120
Section 120 under what? Under what?
Criminal Justice and Immigration Act.
Section 120.
Criminal Justice and Immigration Act, sir.
You see, you actually are going to try and break my arms.
No.
You're going to break my arms. Can I have my mobile phone?
You can have that back in a second. That's not a problem.
Is this how you do things in Great Britain?
No, see, we've asked you nicely to leave.
Yeah, well then call the police.
Asked you if there's anything we could reasonably do or say that you want to leave.
What have I done to require
well,
this
you're shouting, you're screaming, you've been
arms?
abusive towards staff, you're not actually breaking your arm.
Section 120.
So you're going to break my arm?
No, nobody's going to break your arm.
Right, we'll remove you.
Okay. Yes, I have.
That's it, yeah, I'll put it on.
It's right, it's broken off the
and this is reasonable force, is it?
Yes, it is.
Why can't you call the police?
Don't have to.
Surely, no, so even though I've not threatened you, I've not threatened you, I've not threatened you, I've not done anything remotely. I haven't come anywhere near breaching the...
If we want to call the police, we will, but we don't want to at this point.
At the moment, you're removed. What you intend to do is...
Right, I'm now... When am I...
8 hour ban, now in paste on. You've now got an 8 hour ban, alright? There you go. That's mine. That's yours. That's yours. There you go. Have a good evening.
Okay. Still recording, is it?
Yes, it is. I believe.
You must have called the thing on something. These cameras...
So it's a 5 to 4 in the morning, okay?
No, I'm calling the police now, mate. You see what?
Do what you want.
I'll be down the police station in the courts long before anything else happens.
That's fine.
That's fine, yeah. But I don't was going to come to that because I haven't committed any offences, so it's going to be ironed out one way or the other.
You haven't been arrested neither, have you?
You've been removed under Section 120 CGIA.
If I've been aggressive, then there surely should be something that should involve the police.
No.
It's our choice if we want to call the police or not. Not yours. You're going to choose to call the police for your reasons. We'll call them for our reasons if we want to. At this moment in time, we don't feel there's a need to call them.
Okay, police, please.
I think it's worth showing him this footage actually, because we'll put a banning order on him.
Let's get at least 4 court cases out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get you in front of the judge as soon as possible. Yeah.
Public order.
Yeah, police, please. Public order, yeah. I'm sure you've won a lot of cases in the court, and I'm sure you've won as many as I have. Yeah. Hello? Police, please. I'm getting involved in a fight or some sort of a potential serious fight. I'm outside University Hospital in Central Bristol. I'm sorry, this is a private conversation between me and the police. I'm not talking to you.
No.
Oh, I am now, yeah. Because you're crooked thumbs, yeah.
Don't come back over this line, please.
What are you going to do? You're going to attack me again?
Don't
Call
come
the police then. Hello?
Don't come over the...
They're refusing me treatment. They're making allegations. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Are you listening to me? You're going to keep saying sir. I'm outside Bristol Royal Infirmary talking to 2 goons that have been hired to. One of them's already tried to break my arm, and if I feel under threat from him, I'm going to obviously have to retaliate. Okay, because I have basic rights here. Yeah.
What are you taking a fighting stance for?
Huh?
You're
going to find out. You're going to find out. You're going to find out. You're going to find out. You're going to find out. Find out. What's mine?
Okay. Oh, Mike, let me viper him a minute. Thank you very much. Trying to get the vipers out, mate.
Yeah, we got handcuffs.
Right. Give me
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Vipers?
Yeah, we'll go for that. He tried to attack us. Okay. Alright.
Right, you want to caution him? You're under arrest
on the side.
for a breach of the peace. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention now something you later rely on in court.
You think it's right to try and break my arm for you in the lift? I don't think so. Yeah, you did, you lying piece.
Okay, you ready when you are?
Yeah, it's alright. Why personally won't come out?
That's alright, don't mind. Okay, we're going to sit you up now, okay? Alright, sit you up. There you go. And now I'm going to stand you.
Mike, I'm going to get some witnesses' statements.
There you go. Excellent. Sorry, thank you very much.
This is what you get when you get. This is the treatment you get now from the courtesy of the NHS.
Security, come in, please, over.
Sit down.
You end up with more injuries than you came with. You end up with more injuries than you came
Mike,
with.
you got him. I want to get some witness details.
You keep yanking the cuffs. I'm not resisting. I
Do you
didn't
want these?
resist.
Do you want these?
Yes. So if you're assaulted, how come you're still in one piece? How come there's not a mark on you? Did I miss my blow? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? I'm not going to shush. Look at these goons. Look at the state of them. You might as well be in Syria. For this, my grandparents fought a war. For this. For this, millions died. Yeah, exactly. Go and spit on your grandparents' grave.
Don't spit.
Exactly. Go and spit on your grandparents' grave, because that's the respect you've shown them. If I was going to speak Is that your case, is it? Is that your case?
Do you know, why
I
don't
wanted
you,
to,
why
was she
don't
there
you
in
save
triage?
it for the police?
Was she there like you in triage?
Why don't you save it for the police?
Save what? Save what? Save my right to free speech. Wherever I am.
You can free
wherever
speech.
I am.
As long as it's not abusive.
Look at you, abusive. Look at you, you're walking abuse. Look at you. Half pit bull, half human. You knew nothing about my state of mind, nothing about why I was here. You come and walk into my face, put your ugly face into my face when I've done nothing wrong, hurt nobody, come here with an injury.
I think the nurses in there will say otherwise, sir.
Will they?
Yeah.
Well, I've got the recording of it.
Good.
Just because somebody's in, doesn't work like that in the law court. Just because somebody's a nurse.
Hi, security.
Oh, then it's what allegation? Being aggressive. Being aggressive. It doesn't mean anything.
Sorry, it's kicking right off here. We need the police here now. I can hardly hear anything. It's kicking right off, as you can hear.
You think
bollocks.
Well, shouldn't you give me some indication of what I've done wrong before you start walking into my face?
Times we told you what you've done wrong.
No, I have rights. My people fought for my right to use the NHS.
And we've got rights to rescind that.
Yeah, to wound me.
So did my
to wound
father,
and try and break my arm.
You were a complete disgrace.
Your father is in hell where you're going. Your dog. To give birth to scum like you.
I think it reveals the true person that we're looking at, Mike, doesn't it?
Look what you're doing to my wrist. Look what you've done to me. Why should I have to provoke a reaction? You're supposed to be professional.
We are.
Yeah, so how can I provoke a reaction? Well, you need to mention it. You have to mention it to begin with. Yes, you are. You're dogs. You're dogs and henchmen. Nothing. You're not even fighting your own vendetta.
Police en route.
Yes, proceed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll be more than happy.
Yeah, it's all right. They'll do it.
Come here with 3 times more injuries than I
Yeah,
came with. Fine. What a barbaric zoo. Afghanistan on a stick. This is Afghanistan on a stick. Somebody in a uniform says I'm being aggressive, so I get my arms broken off. Do I? That's instant justice, is it? That's Taliban justice. That's what it is. What the great heroes are supposed to be fighting against. Country fit for heroes. You're a country fit for dogs. Anything that allows creatures like you to walk about unhindered, unmolested. You might as well blow up the cenotaph and be done. 6 years of the Blitz my mother endured to fight against Hitler and to people like you, against monsters like you. For nothing.
I ask you very nicely just to calm down.
What were the police? I've been in what? You just stick me in. You stick me in the stocks.
I'll ask you nicely.
You stick me in the stocks for the public benefit.
Right behind
for the public pleasure. Where are the police?
Children.
They're not the ones being tortured. Take the handcuffs off. Loosen the cuffs then. And I might be quiet. Loosen the cuffs.
I'm not loosening.
Stop torturing me.
I'm going to do an independent check.
Where are the police?
I'm going to do an independent one.
Where are the
Right,
police?
I can get my finger in there. That's absolutely
The
fine.
dog that just tried to break my arms in the lift. Yeah, right.
Right behind you, an accident emergency. It was a distressed child.
Oh, I should be here quietly and be tortured
No, you've got
by
the right
Mr.
to say
Big
what
Thug.
you want. I'm asking you just to keep it down a little bit, please. Okay?
Filthy vermin. Filthy parasite henchman.
Thank you.
So how long are the police not? I saw a police car go past already.
Yes,
Well, I'm sure they're on other jobs.
we're not going to walk you down now.
Oh, you're only detaining me. You've only got handcuffs sticking into my flesh. You do understand the presumption of innocence, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm presumed innocent, but why am I having handcuffs dug into my wrists? A la some torture. We're going to stand here, what, for how many hours? Are you going to start calling the police?
Well, you know what it's like with public services.
Am I not allowed to sit down? Am I within my rights?
Up for your safety, so you avoid positional asphyxiation, okay?
I'm prepared to take that risk. I'm in front of the camera. Okay, so you're going to keep me standing,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir.
I'm fairly, in a stress position?
It's not stress.
In the stress position? Yeah,
stress.
you are. You know nothing. Do you even know why I'm in hospital? I could have a fever for all you know.
No, I do know why you're in hospital.
Oh, you do? You do? I haven't even seen the doctor. So you're one step ahead of the doctor who hasn't diagnosed me. You with your 20 doctor's degrees. Because people who have jobs like you definitely are intellects, aren't they? No, you're just the dog's body for intellects. Get it right. You call the police to find out how long they're going to take to get here.
Well, I've just heard that.
They don't know that these calves are digging in. They're going to leave massive welts.
And they won't told you when I applied.
No, they're causing me severe. No, they're causing me pain.
And my colleague
discomfort. Discomfort is pain. Discomfort is pain. You're supposed to use reasonable force to detain me so long as reasonably necessary until the police come here. Yeah, I'm under arrest for the purposes of the police, not for you to keep me standing here for this goon to be staring at me. Like, so, yes, I know you're extremely brave because you're fat, you're big, you're large, you're ugly, and you've got lots of fat, ugly, large mates with you. So how brave are you to square up for me in those circumstances? How brave are you to square up to me and eyeball me when I'm shackled and you got your goon to hold me still? Really brave, really heroic.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Wouldn't what? I'm not going to spit. I haven't even got any spit to talk with hardly. If I was going to spit at you, if I'm going to hurt you in any way, you think I would do it out here in the public street with 20 witnesses and your video camera on? I'm not a brainless dog, okay? If I was going to hurt you, if I had any ill feeling towards you at all those nurses or anybody else, I wouldn't be out here making a scene, drawing attention to myself, all right? If I was going to strike at you there,
but you did.
And trying to attack you, and I missed. Did I miss? I missed. Why? Because you're so small.
No,
because you're so tiny, and I'm invalided.
You weren't able to do what you wanted.
Yeah, because you're so quick, fast. You're so quick, fast.
But I asked you why you're taking a fighting stance.
Yeah, if I was going to strike at a fighting stance, a fighting stance. This man has just tried to break my arm in the lift.
Kind of preempted what he was going to do.
This man, why don't you worry about him trying to break my arm in the lift than me about my fighting stance?
We never got injured, and you got taken to the floor, handcuffed and arrested. And there you get. That's the bottom line of it.
Yeah, your Ibrahimi style goon tactics. Anybody, Ibrahimi, the one that the police kept arresting until he was burnt to death by his neighbours, because in the eyes of anyone remotely resembling a uniform, he was deemed a scum and lowlife, and therefore easy prey. And the scapegoat, so much easier to scapegoat, isn't it?
And what's that got to do here and now?
Well, so if the police take 4 or 5 hours, just going to stand here, you think it's lawful to keep me here shackled up 4 or 5 hours standing here, not even allowed to sit down? You seriously think that's not breaking the law? You wait, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into, mate. You really have no idea.
I know, I've been doing it.
I guarantee I know why the police aren't here.
I know, I've been doing it 30
years.
Yeah.
Every dog has its day, mate. Every dog has its day. Every dog has its day, goonface. What are you anyway? You're probably some sort of reject from the police anyway, aren't you? Or some kind of, it's usually security staff, isn't it? Trajectory downwards. Yeah, whiff of stink hangs over you.
She attends and speaks to the police due to the complaint that she's put forward to them now in triage. She was now under arrest, over.
And I'm just going to relay that to the person on the phone. Hold the line.
What do you do for a living, sir? There you go.
We'll find out soon enough, mate. Suing scum like you, mostly.
Oh, great. Good luck with that one. Okay.
Have an investigation while I'm stood here.
Four eight nine two.
Officer!